All right, I'm trying to get everybody muted here that I can see, and we're just going to continue on, and hopefully everybody will mute their microphone. Okay, so going back to the slide, you see that here are the hours. On the right, you see traditional Tuesdays through Fridays. So when students come to the school building, they can enter as early as 7:40. School starts at 8. We have first and second hour, and then we have advisory and badger time. Third hour, fourth hour, then our lunchtime, fifth hour, sixth hour, and seventh hour. School ends at 3:04, and that's the time that we will load the buses, and we'll talk about drop-off and pickup procedures here in a little bit. Our virtual Mondays will be when your student stays home and works from home on their Chromebook. All students will be issued a Chrome device. They will not be able to take the device until the parent comes up and signs an agreement form accepting the responsibility for that Chrome device. You can see on virtual Mondays, we'll begin a little earlier with the teachers only. Of course, the students will not come to school on virtual Monday. And we will begin with the teachers meeting at 7:30 a.m. and classes will have a little bit of a delayed start at 8:19 a.m. Now, this does not mean that you have to log in at that time and do your work in real time. However, your teachers will be available in real time and will be fielding questions from you and there to offer you assistance with any of your assignments. Our class schedules will be available Tuesday or Thursday. I've already sent one out. However, unfortunately, since I sent those out, we have had a paraprofessional resign, and so that's affected our schedule somewhat. So our schedule's in the process of being reworked. If you notice, though, on the schedule that I emailed you students, you have a locker number assigned on that. And if you will just come in the building on Thursday morning, first thing, and go to your locker number, there will be a paper copy of your schedule attached there. Notice that there will be no schedule changes this coming Thursday or Friday as we level our classes out and balance them and fix issues that we know are going to arise. There will be a sign-up sheet in the office for schedule changes on Tuesday, August 18th, and we're going to start with our 8th graders and work our way back to the 6th graders. So we just ask you to please be patient during this time and give our counselor, Ms. Henry, a chance to get it all ironed out. We are a small district and we have a limited amount of teachers. And so just bear with us, and everybody may not get 100% what they want, but we're going to do the very best we can to make sure that you get some electives that you enjoy. Okay. Next, you see a diagram here that Mr. Willis has drawn up. And this is the ECP Student Basic Plan. The very first thing on a virtual day that any student would need to do, whether it's a virtual Monday or if you are a distance learner, is you are going to log into gmail.com. Your username is firstname.lastname@ecpbadgers.com. And your password is your student ID number. Also, many of you know this as your lunch number that you would type in if you were to go through the cafeteria. In the upper right-hand corner, there is a what we call the Google Waffle, and you're going to click there, and it's going to show you all of the places that you can go, and the first place you're going to want to go is Google Classroom. Your classes will all be in there by Thursday, so you should be able to log in there Thursday morning, and all your teachers will have you synced and in the classes that you're supposed to be in. Some other things that we will be using is courseware for the computer that is called Edmentum. And there is, many of you may remember last year we had iStation. Well, this year we have a new program called Exact Path, which is also from Edmentum, that will help give you an individualized learning pathway and help fill the gaps for any areas that you may have missed out on this last spring being out of school during the pandemic. The next slide is the parent plan. And the best place for you to find out information is visiting ecpbadgers.com and checking the live feed. Also, you may go to our Facebook page. Many times if we send out a live feed or a news article, it will also be linked with Facebook or Twitter. So you can see the information here is through there's also a phone app that you can download on your telephone. All you have to do is go to your app store and type in Elmore City, and you should be able to find that app. If you have any difficulty with that, feel free to call the office and we'll help you out. We also sometimes send text alerts directly to your phone. So anyway, if you're having any difficulties getting the information you need, check those places first. And then if not, feel free to call the school and we would love to help you out. Next slide I have here is about our morning drop-off procedure as well as pickup for after school. You can see our little map here. And we have cars, the morning drop-off car riders are going to come down Muse Street from the north heading south towards Highway 29. The reason we are doing this is because we have to take temperatures of all of the students before they get out of the car. And we know that the line may back up a little bit. So we don't want cars backed up out onto the highway. So students will be dropped off and they will pass from north to south down Muse Street and exit on Highway 29. Afternoon car rider pickups will be the same as last year. Feel free to park over in the Church of Christ parking lot and wait over there for your student to be dismissed. We appreciate you following these guidelines and helping to keep our students safe. If you have any further questions, feel free to type them in the chat and we can revisit this. Yes.
This is Josh. I've got a question. A student asked, and you might have touched on this. Okay. They're wanting to know if they can use their own Chromebook.
Yes. If and when you have your own Chromebook, you may use it as long as you are logged in to your ECP Badgers account. Okay, so we will still be able to push out the apps and what you need on your Chromebook as long as you are on a Chrome device. But laptops are not going to work. Cell phones are not going to work. They'll work to get on your Google Classroom, but as far as when you are operating synchronously or in real time with your teacher, we're going to, and we'll train you on all of this too, but we're going to want you to have a Chrome device so that way we can keep an eye on you guys and make sure you stay safe. Okay, moving on to the next one. Items that you need. Now, we are very blessed. The First Baptist Church of Elmore City has provided all of the school supplies and a backpack for all of the students in our entire district. We are very, very grateful for that, and you'll receive that on the morning of the first day of school. So things that you might need that are not in that backpack. And some of these are just recommended items and others are things that you really need to have. The one thing I would say that you absolutely have to have is our earbuds. Your Chromebooks, you can't work in class on your Chromebooks and hear the sound if you don't have some earbuds. So I would buy multiple pairs of earbuds. And if and when you ever run out, we have some for sale in the office for $1. Another thing I would strongly suggest is that you have a mask. And the masks are not required. However, they are recommended when you are not able to socially distance. So we are asking that if you have to get into that area where you can't be 6 feet apart, that you put your mask on. So some scenarios might be that when you are in your classroom, maybe working in a group, or if you are possibly in the hallways at your locker, that would be a great time to pull your mask up, okay? And our staff will be modeling this for you as well. Also, it wouldn't hurt to have some hand sanitizer in your locker or your backpack. We want to try to keep our hands clean. We want to do what we can to prevent the spread of this terrible virus. Some items that are that is not required, but I would recommend is a Chromebook sleeve. When we hand you your Chromebook, and we will be making sure all students have a Chromebook to check out, they are not going to be protected. We had hoped to be able to purchase those, but they run about $15 a sleeve, and there was just no way that the district had the money to purchase 500 of these sleeves. So if there is any way, it would be to your advantage to go ahead and get one of those to help your student protect their device. Any questions regarding things you might need for school? Okay. So, what are some questions that you all might have that I might not have answered?
Please type them in the chat box and we'll relay them. I have a question, first of all, about student grades, how to check student grades. And I think Ms. Doss will show you a slide that kind of talks about that she went over earlier.
Okay, so on checking on your student grades, we'll go back to this basic parent plan. You will go to ok.wingage.com/Elmore City. Now, if I were you, what I would do is call your child's school. Probably you need to just email me at adoss@ecpbadgers.com. And I can get you a username and a password where you will be able to not only go in and check your children's grades, but you'll also be able to go in and pay lunch bills and see how their attendance is doing, if they've had tardies or anything like that. So feel free to contact the school or email me if you need a username and password for our WinGauge website.
Okay, Mrs. Doss, I've got a question asking about how will breakfast work?
Excellent. Breakfast is changing this year, and that we normally at the middle school use that time to meet in the foyer, and we had a little meeting and ate breakfast together, and it was a great time to just kind of unify. However, with the pandemic and needing to socially distance, we will not do that this year. Breakfast will be before school. So if you would like to eat breakfast in the cafeteria, you may get off the bus at the elementary school where the cafeteria is. And when you enter the cafeteria, they will check your temperature, even if you've already had it taken. You can go through and get a grab-and-go breakfast, walk back to the middle school, and eat in your first hour classroom. So all students, upon entering the building, going to their locker, they will not loiter in the lobby. We will go straight to our first hour class, and that's where we will hang out or wait until class actually starts. Bringing up the issue of meals, I would like to address meals for our virtual learners, because you have the opportunity to order meals for the week, as well as students that are home on a virtual Monday that would like to come get a lunch may do so. So what we are going to have is, you will see, if you are a virtual learner, and actually I'll probably just deploy it to all students in the district where they have a Google Classroom that's within their Google Classroom that's called the lunchroom. And so anytime on a Monday that you want to order meals, you're going to go in there between 8 and 9 a.m. and fill out the Google form. You will be placing your order at that time. And then you will pick up your food at the back door of the cafeteria at 12:30 p.m. on that Monday. Now, virtual learners, you will be getting meals for the whole week, just like what we did back in the spring, where we gave out meals on Mondays, and it was just a lot of different options for the week of food. And the virtual learners that go traditionally, that come here every day and have the opportunity to eat will just get one meal for that virtual Monday. But you'll be able to specify that on your order form on your Google Meet in Google Classroom. Other questions?
Ms. Doss,
Yes.
I answered it in the chat, but I can answer this. I had a question that said, how will sports work? If you want to play a sport or participate in a sport, you are welcome to do so, even as a virtual student. However, you will have to come to school to participate in practice. So even if you're doing your academic coursework at home virtually, you will have to come to school to practice. If you do not come to practice, then you will not be able to participate in a sport. And another question in the chat. It says, what size Chromebook sleeve do they need to purchase if they want to get a protective Chromebook sleeve?
I would probably wait until you get the Chromebook and measure it. I would like to say that they're 11 inches, so probably a 12-inch sleeve would work. But I would wait and get the sleeve and the Chromebook first, just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure they're 11 inch.
Okay. Had a question about do you get a backpack? Yes, First Baptist Church has provided a backpack with the school supplies that they have supplied. I had a question about sports. Are they the same hours? Middle school sports will be third hour for the girls and sixth hour for the boys. Third hour for girls and sixth hour for boys.
Other questions?
I had a question about how will virtual band work. You will have to, well, Mrs. Doss, I'll let you answer that. I know with marching band in high school, you will have to come participate.
Okay, well, I'm going to probably let Mr. McCluskey answer that here in just a little bit when we do our teacher meets, and that way he'll be able to let you know what activities that you will do if you are in virtual band. So do I have any? I'll come back and we'll do some more questions in a minute and give you some time to think about the things that I've said. But in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and meet our teachers. And so I'm going to stop sharing my screen and go back to the video. Okay, can you guys still hear me? Okay, very good. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to introduce the teachers, and they're going to come on and on your video, and you'll be able to, once they start talking, you'll see their face just like you do mine. And so our very first teacher I would like to introduce you to is Mrs. Crystal Patterson. She is going to teach 6th and 7th grade science this year, and she will also be teaching 7th grade reading. Ms. Patterson, are you with us?
Hello.
Hi.
Is my face there? There we go.
We see you, Ms. Patterson. Yes,
Hi,
ma'am.
guys. I'm Crystal Patterson, and I'm down here at the ball game right now. So we are winning 9-4. So go Badgers. A little bit about me, though. I have 4 kids. Kinley will be a freshman. Gentry will be a 7th grader. Breeley's in 4th, and Rhett will be a 1st grader. So we are very, very busy and love our Badgers. My hobbies, things I like to do, are definitely being at the lake or the beach. If you know me, you know I'm all about being at the water. But if I'm not there, I'm definitely at a ball game supporting all the Badgers. And on another note, I coach cross country, so we're always running in the mornings. But as Miss Doss said, I will be teaching 6th grade science. And 7th grade, I will have you twice with science and reading. So reading is a new adventure, so we'll be learning together on that. I'm looking forward to this year. Hopefully it'll all go well. Bear with me. We're all going to be learning together. But I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are too.
Thank you, Ms. Patterson. We appreciate it and look forward to the kids all getting a chance to meet you. Next, we have Miss Angela Sawyer. She will be teaching 8th grade math, as well as she teaches our elective, our STEAM elective, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So, Miss Sawyer, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I see lots of names and faces that I know and I've seen in class many times before. Like Miss Doss said, I'm Miss Sawyer, and I'll be teaching 6th grade social studies, 8th grade math, and our STEAM elective, which some of you had last year, and we did a lot with robotics, and we even have more robotics this year. Things that I like to do, I like to bake. I now like to garden since COVID. I love spending time with my family. I have 4 boys, Quentin, Jeremy, Chase, and Andrew. All but Andrew has graduated from Elmore City, and Andrew is a junior this year. And I love watching him play sports just like I loved watching his brothers play. Yeah, let's see. My goals for you this year, my goals for you are to help you be successful, to help you be a successful student, and to help you grow a love for learning. Okay. Parents, you can contact me through the school email address, and I will also use my school email address to contact you. I will use the school webpage and also the Google Classroom. And like Ms. Patterson said, this will be an adventure, and I look forward to going through it with you.
Thank you, Ms. Sawyer. We appreciate it. Mr. McCleskey, are you with us? Mr. McCleskey is our band director, and he's going to tell you something about his band.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Hey everyone, I'm Mr. McCluskey, and as you can tell from the spring, I have a few more gray hairs in my beard because my daughter's gotten older. I like to game, I like to read, I like to make music, I like to do just a bunch of stuff like walking my dog, and I'm doing a bathroom remodel too, so that's always fun. In band, of course, we're going to work on our instruments, we're going to master those and get better. As far as competition is concerned, it could happen, it could not. I don't really know right now. But I do know that we're going to have fun no matter how it goes. I also teach computer apps in the middle school. And so what we're going to do is kind of go over the basics of your documents, slides, Excel, all those things that you need for later on down the road. We're going to look at those basics, look at some light block coding and things like that. I'm looking forward to figuring this all out because I feel like this is going to be something good for us all to kind of learn. And if you want to get in contact with me, email is the best way. And I will always answer my email between 7 and 7 every day. So my email is smckleskey@ecpbadgers.com. I know that's a long one, but there's a lot of people that have my email around town, so you can always get a hold of me. If you are a band parent or band student, we're also going to use the band app. That's actually what it's called, and we'll get more into that when we get back into school this week. So I will see you Thursday.
Excellent, Mr. McCleskey. Thank you. Very good. Okay, so also if you do need to email your teacher and you can't remember their email, you can always go to our website and click on staff, and you'll be able to find their emails there as well. Okay, so Coach Harrell, are you with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. So Coach Harrell teaches 7th and 8th grade social studies. He has 7th grade geography and 8th grade American history, as well as he coaches. So we are going to let Coach Harrell visit with you for a minute.
Hey guys, it's good to see all of you. I can't wait to have you back in class, and virtually and in class in person. You know, most of you know me. I love to read. I love to write, watch horror movies. That's probably my favorite things to do. I love anything football. Football is, you know, one of my favorite things in the world. But I love being in the classroom. I like being around you guys and seeing you every day. As she said, I teach 7th grade geography and 8th grade U.S. history. Got a lot of learning to do. You guys do as well as me and the rest of the teachers. But we're going to make the best of it, and we're going to go have fun. You know, I'm excited. I'm ready to see you guys, ready to have you back. And you can reach me through my school email, and, you know, we'll see you Thursday.
Thank you so much, Coach. Our next teacher is Stacy McCaw. She's going to be teaching 6th grade reading this year, as well as she is our resource teacher at the middle school. So, Ms. McCaw, are you with us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Can't wait for school to start Thursday and see all your smiling faces. Like Ms. Doss said, I teach 6th grade reading and then resource teacher. I have 2 kids. Seth is a sophomore at OSU, and then Taryn is an 8th grader. So we stay pretty busy seeing Seth and chasing Taryn in all her sports. So we have a ranch where we have cows and horses, and so we spend a lot of time just riding horses, working cows, that kind of thing as our hobbies. I'm going to be just like everybody else. I'll have a Google Classroom. You can contact me through my email with Google Classroom or on the website, either way. And my goals for this year is I just want everybody to keep dreaming and reach your dreams. And we're just going to have a great year of learning and lots of reading, lots of different reading things. So it's going to be a great year. I'm also the 4-H leader and the high school archery coach. So if y'all have any questions, just feel free to email me. And I can't wait to see everybody Thursday.
Thank you, Ms. McCaw. We appreciate it. Our next teacher is Jennifer Earp. She teaches 7th and 8th grade language arts. She is also our middle school, high school librarian. Ms. Earp, are you with us?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Okay, so my name is Mrs. Earp, and like Mrs. Doss said, I teach 8th grade language arts and 7th grade language arts. I'm also the librarian for the middle school and high school, so if you don't find me in my classroom, that's where I'll be. I can't wait to see everybody on Thursday. I can't tell you how excited I am to get back to school and get back in our routine. And I can't wait to share the books I've read over the summer and to share good stories with you. And I hope you've got recommendations for me too. And sometimes you might hear me and Coach Harrell in the hallway trading titles, book titles that we've read and we like. And so I can't wait to share that with you also. And a new thing for the middle school this year, we are going to start a student council. So we'll get details to you about a new middle school student council pretty soon. And I'm excited about getting that started. So go Badgers.
Thank you so much, Ms. Earp. We also have with us our 6th and 7th grade math teacher, and she will also be doing 6th grade English language arts, and that is Mrs. Ann Harrell. Ms. Harrell, welcome.
Hi guys, this is Ann Harrell. Miss Doss said I'd be teaching 6th and 7th math this year, 6th grade English. Hi to all you geometry students from last year. I saw Skylar on here. I enjoy sewing and crocheting and gardening. I have 2 children, Julie and Jonathan. Julie's husband is Matt. She has my 2 granddaughters. Parker's 4, Jackie's 2. Jonathan and his wife, Kelsey. Jonathan teaches here. A lot of you know him as the young Coach Harrell. My daughter Julie also teaches in Beaver. And you can contact me through my email, my school email. Go to our website. I'll contact you that way or through the Google Classroom. And I'm just like everybody else. I cannot wait to see everybody's shining faces. I've sure missed you guys. I'll see you guys on Thursday along with the virtual people. We'll see you guys on Thursday also.
Thank you, Ms. Harrell. Now, we do have some other teachers whose names you may see on your schedule. We have Rosie Digby. She's going to teach 8th grade science this year. I'm not sure she's with us. Miss Digby, are you with us? Okay, I think she's going to be on the high school Meet the Teacher. And also, what about Sean Hammock? He's our vocational ag teacher. Mr. Hammock, are you with us? Okay, so he teaches 8th grade ag. Also, Miss Gloria Connor. And Gloria, if you're here, please speak up. She teaches our 8th grade Spanish 1 and American Sign Language 1. We also have Coach Lewis, who has the boys athletics, and the girls athletics will be Joe Terrell. So those are some other names you may see on your schedule. I will reiterate again for those of you that came in late, schedules will be printed and taped on your locker. You can find your locker number and an old schedule that I sent you Sunday night in an email. Most of you have probably already found that. So if you have any questions or you just don't know your locker number and you want to call ahead of time, feel free to call us. All right. So we are going to go back to the slideshow and share. Uh-oh, Corey, you're presenting. There we go. All right. So I'm going to present meeting slide. And you all should be able to see my slide again that says questions. So does anybody have any last minute questions? Mr. Willis, can you see our chat and see if anybody has any questions?
I am they're all just kind of saying hi to each other. We've all missed each other so much. It's been the longest spring break in the history of spring breaks. Hope everyone got to do something fun.
For sure. Okay. Thank you guys so much for attending tonight. Our theme this year is Together as One, and that's what it's going to take is parents and students and teachers and administrators all working together to do the very best we can with the situation we've been handed this year. It's not going to be easy, but we do appreciate you. And thank you, parents, for trusting us with your children. We will get through this. We will prevail, and we're going to be stronger for it. So you guys have a great evening. If you have any questions.
Josh,
yes.
I do need to interrupt you. I did have one student wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. It is my birthday for sure. I'm 21, I think. Yeah, 21, maybe more.
21 years old. Very good. I did have a question someone asked about the high school guys. The high school meeting starts at 7:00 p.m. A link to that meeting was sent to all the high school email addresses. So if you've got a sibling that's a high school student, they're going to need to log into their email account to get the link to the high school meeting. That starts at 7:00. And now they're all telling you happy birthday in the chat, Mrs. Doss. So your students do miss you.
Thank you, guys. I miss you all too. Y'all are a blessing, and I can't wait to see you on Thursday. And we will see you. Don't arrive at school before 7:40, but we'll get everybody all taken care of, and we're going to have a great year. Thank you guys for attending.